All right, welcome back again. Yes, I am here again on this platform. It is our second platform, and we are here to go through what happened yesterday because this I missed a lot. Okay, USB government, they came out on Twitter Space just to preach the gospel, and series of attack hit them like never before because they demon can only fight something that is good. You know what I mean? So if they don't have any value, nobody will attack you. The attack came because of the value of the genuine Biafrans carried, the importance of Biafrans, the grace that Biafrans carry. That's what they were attacking. Now, this is not the first time this kind of thing is going on. That's why I don't buy the idea of broadcasting on X. It's good sometimes, but the challenges is shocking. That YouTube is more stronger. There is a very big company. You cannot just manipulate them easily like Facebook and other platforms. I'm not saying that they're totally bad, no, but sometimes you cannot rely on them. Now, the program was going up and down, on not until the US government ready to move to Zoom, and the program started on Zoom, and Biafran began to enjoy the broadcast. So we are here to do a recap. I want you to listen to some of the things that's happened in that broadcast. Pay close attention and make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel, of course, if you are new. This is our second platform, and you being part of it is something that we expect you to do, to be honest. And like the video and share it to many platforms of your choice. I'm not here to waste much time. Let's go straight to the program because we are here.
Everyone, welcome to our familiar zone, which is the Zoom, where we usually conduct most of our meetings, and sometimes a little bit difficult for people to manipulate. That's a very good thing that we are learning as we move on. The vulnerability of Twitter space, and again, I think so far so good. It was okay for us to be able to do the first session of this meeting on space. Okay, I see my piece, and then this second session we just going to take okay, Honorable Christopher, my piece hand is up. You can co-host her because you have the host, not me. Okay, so we are just gonna go ahead and take questions and comments, and then we go from there. If you want to, let me see. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand.
Raise your hands.
And you can also start your video. This is a smaller space, which is okay. First, somebody wrote something on the chat section. I don't know if anyone saw what he or she wrote on the chat section in respect to
so they don't have anything to offer. Of course, we know that.
Yes. I know that I saw a couple of videos earlier on, and my response to that is that we are pretty very busy at this time as a government, and we are kind of focused on the assignments that we need to do to make sure that the Nigerian terrorists leave our land. Honorable Mouthpiece, Christopher, did you make Mouthpiece co-host? Her hand is up.
Yes.
Your
Excellency.
Oh, you wanna ask something? Say something?
Okay. I just wanted to say something, because it's quite unfortunate about what happened on space. I was co-hosted and then I was frozen. I can't hear anything, nothing. But the thing that the enemies don't understand is that we don't ever stop. We cannot be subdued. We cannot be, they can't stop us. So no matter how they try, they can't stop Biafra. Yeah. They can never stop the United States of Biafra, and they cannot stop all we do to live and thrive in our own land. Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Thank you so much. And Honorable Christopher, if we have the recorded the space, my speech was recorded, right? So that we can,
so maybe
okay, we can relay that to those people that we're having difficulty trying to log into this space, so to speak. So again,
you can see they froze me there. I'm still co-host, but I can't hear anything, nothing.
Yeah.
You know.
So I was saying before, again, we are so busy right now with the task of the government, and then we are building one of the best nations in the world, and our task is to ensure that we continue to build on that, to encourage Biafrans to take this government into their hands. It's no longer in the hand of one individual or two. Now Biafrans are now part of the system, struggling, being part of the entity that is restoring their freedom to themselves. And most of us have seen it shown vividly in the recent attack by Nigerian State and Soludo and main market Onisha and Ose and those markets in the environs where he thought that if he just announces people sit at home, everybody will sit at home. No, the Biafrans in those area, all of them en masse have come out to show Soludo that he is a failure. They've come out to show him that the power belongs to the people. The 15% of the old Anambra State people that voted for Soludo, it can never, ever. And again, I say in that 15%, I can tell you that 10%.
Recording in progress.
So, yeah, thank you. 10% of that were manipulated by the Nigerian State for Soludo to win. So actually, when you look at the real percentage of Biafrans that voted for Soludo, I believe they should not be more than 5%. So what can somebody who has only 5% imported about 10% from the different parts of Nigeria to make him win election? Because there's no accountability. There's no ID card that shows who is a citizen to vote and who is not a citizen to vote. And these are people, they travel outside the country and they discover the rights of those that are citizens, who citizens can vote for. In some countries, you gotta be a citizen to vote for either governorship. You gotta be a citizen to vote for either presidential candidate. You gotta be a citizen to vote in certain areas. Not in Nigeria. Anyone, they bring all these terrorists in today. They take them to where they will give them name card, and tomorrow they vote for president of Nigeria. That is why only the dissolution of that country is the savior that indigenes have in that country. So Soludo got just about 5% of that vote that made him do this stupidity he's doing in Onisha. And again, the masses, the almost 90% of Biafrans, or 95% Biafrans, they've spoken loudly in the past 3 days to tell Soludo he has no right to do what he's doing. We are going to see how it's going to end up in this craziness. Again, today I watched some market women, some stores already opened their businesses. And again, I thank them and I encourage Biafrans to gradually open up their businesses from this monster, bearing in mind the situation, the security, and the safety of the people. But we cannot allow somebody who is working for the Nigerian state to intimidate 95% of Biafrans in market. No, we are the majority. The power belongs to us, not to Soludo and the one that Tinubu gave him. No, we cannot be subjugated by somebody like Soludo and the Nigerian state. The moment we allow him to get away with this criminality, because that's what I call it, once he gets away with this criminality, then other the legitimized governors in the southeast, like in the old Imo State, the old Abia, the old Ebonyi, the old Cross River, they will do the same thing to us. And we can never allow them to do those kind of things to us. So that is why I know that we are focused on what we are doing. As far as the question goes, again, somebody already has answered that these are not part of the discussion. Any Biafran that is very busy should be having. These I call it something that because of the nature of the assignment we have, I want us to focus on the presenting assignments which we have, which is making sure that we protect our people from the Nigeria reintegrated terrorists, making sure that we fully protect our people, fully continue to work with our allies and what they want us to do to make sure our nation is fully restored, and also continue to work on bigger projects we have as a nation, such as our ID card, our passport, our HMR currency printing and all that. So those are the projects that I really want a lot of Biafrans to focus on. More ID cards. We're trying to see how we can move our ID card to homeland, but we're not there yet because of some of the technicalities involved and all that. But other than that, I don't want to comment on things like people are just coming out to say or do. We have just the only security for the United States of Biafra at this time, which is the elite squad, and they're very, very focused. They're very focused on what they are doing in protecting our people and carrying out the assignments that will remove the Nigerian terrorists from our land, the assignment that will continue to delegitimize the Nigeria governors and also legitimize the Biafran governors. So those are the things we are working on right now. So let's take the questions, just a couple of questions, comments, and then we'll call it a day for today. We have just, we must close by 5 p.m. We should close around that time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. If you have any comments or question, please raise your hand so that I can give you the mic. Any question? Cabinet members, if you have any comments, addition, please do so. Raise your hand.
Okay, so media, go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, good morning and good afternoon to your friends all over the world. And good evening to my DPM and to all cabinet members, and greetings to our leader, Mazindan, to our Prime Minister, and to all the 40 state governors, to all the commanders under the elite squad. My question, my DPM is, now that Trump has unveiled a new board of peace, and I don't know, are we, because this new board of peace, the way I'm seeing it, it seems like they are going to replace the symbolic United Nations, and is there need for us to be registered with this board of peace? I think it will go a very long way. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. Again, for those of us that are listening, social media will be helping us in handling our Twitter space very soon. And that will help to keep Biafrans informed on what the government is doing, our stand on different issues and stuff like that. Yeah, to your question, the Board of Peace, again, like you can see, is being instituted to, again, I don't want to say to replace the United Nations or all those bodies that are just there that do not know what making the world a better place is. Many of them have existed, and they take actions based on who is involved. And when organizations start doing things like that, the credibility of those organizations are being reduced. For instance, we all know that the United Nations instituted a committee on the extraordinary rendition of Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, and that committee suggested that Nigeria should release Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him. Did Nigeria do that? No. What did they do? Rather, they went ahead to kind of killing Nnamdi Kanu, let's just put it that way, or gave him life sentence. What the United Nations do about that? Nothing. So what do you do when you establish an organization? You have procedures, you have rules, you have laws you lay out. And then somebody is not following that law. Somebody is consistently, not just once, not twice, disobeying that law. What do you do? Do you just pretend as if it never happens because the country where it's happening is a member of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, whereby maybe either the United Nations chairperson or the secretary is also a member or have friends or have ties with that country? Do you just neglect the rules laid down by the United Nations that is being constantly abused by a state like Nigeria? So again, for the Board of Peace, we are working closely with our lobbyists to see how the United States of Biafra can be a part of this. Again, we know that there are certain requirements to that, but even if not on the bigger level, we are working to see how we are. Again, we already are part of that indirectly because we're already involved with the policies and the procedures, and we also resonate with their rules and guidelines and stuff, what the organization is cut out for. And then, but as far as the membership proper, we all know there are requirements and all that, especially coming from some of the most established countries that are becoming founding members of those groups. But definitely the United States of Biafra supports the Board of Peace, and at the right time, we hope to be part of that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Mouthpiece, I see your hand is up.
Yes, my hand is up.
Okay.
Thank you, Queen Igubert. Thank you, Your Excellency, and thank you, all cabinet members present, and thank you, Biafrans. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. You see, this has shown the world that we are really fanatical about Biafra, and we are fearless and unshakable in this, our freedom, because we mean everything that we want to live and thrive in our own land. We don't want to keep migrating. Enough. We have to all come home. Everywhere in the world, Biafrans are living everywhere in the world, but not in their own land. It is high time we all come home. And you have made it possible for, after redeclaring Biafra on the 29th of November 2024, we are celebrating it. And you are here today answering questions about that redeclaration. Thank you, Your Excellency. I am also so happy that you have introduced Soy Media, who is going to be the one to continue to project what the cabinet says, or cabinet want to know. Cabinet wants to tell Biafrans about what they do on Twitter and all social media. Thank you. And we are here to support you every move you make. Thank you, and thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I yield.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see. More hands. Any of the cabinet members, governor, elite squad that want to say anything? This is your time to do so.
Somebody asked my DPM, please, when our passport is out, which country can we use it to travel to? And is it going to be visa free to United Kingdom and USA? Again, our passport is going to be, we're going to use it to travel to our allied countries. So again, we are currently talking to a couple of countries, and hopefully once countries recognize us, it will be easier. Everything we are doing will become very easy, and we have very high expectations of a couple of them very soon. So those are the area that we are going to be using. Those are the areas that will be countries that we have be able to travel to. Yeah. Again, you know, somebody said she heard somebody, gentle Yahoo, but was saying they want to work with Oge Nkere. Then somebody responded, in all the videos are what they release, I have not seen where they vowed to continue to work with Oge Nkere. Mention DPM Oge Nkere in their statement. If you have the video of where they vowed, please send it here. Again, I don't know, whoever sent that information, which is not misinformation, I stated over because the first person, Amaka that posted that thing. I'm not sure that you're absolutely correct, Amaka, because I've watched almost all the videos they released, and I didn't see where they mentioned the name which you suggested on this your write-up here. I didn't hear them say anything in respect to that. So again, I think that's why Soy Media have told you, if you have the video, you can produce it so that he can confirm. But I think what Soy Media wrote is absolutely correct. I didn't hear them mention they want to work with anyone as you stipulated. All right, thank you so much. Any other but again, if you have the information you stated, you can produce that.
Okay.
Because there's nothing like that. They didn't mention they are gonna work with anyone in the videos that I watched. I've watched all their videos actually since very early in the morning. I know what each and every one of them say in their videos. I watched all of them, and they never posted what you said here. They never said it. So I don't know if the Amaka is here that posted that thing. If you want to clarify, if not, we'll just go to the
okay. DPM. Do you want me to call another one?
Yeah, I think Benchuk signed this. Okay. Sorry, media, go ahead then, Benchuk, sorry.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my DPM. I have another question to ask regarding this this stupid man. I call him stupid man because this is the same man that that claimed that he's a professor was violating people's right of worship. Last year he started arresting native worshippers, and he is still working with the same native worshippers, you know. And this year he came up again with stupidity of autocracy and tyranny to force people. So what I want to ask is, there are people that was taken and on that scene. So I don't know if there is any information of those people that is taken and something has been done about them. Thank you very much.
You mean the people that he recruited or what?
No, I mean at that Onitsha main market. No, there was a statement. The chairman of the market is even backing him up. So this simply means that he's not even only the one that are involved in that. So he collaborated with few of the chairman, the executives of the market. Because if the chairman of the market can come out openly and make a statement that what Soludo did is absolutely correct, that you need to bring sanity to the Southeast. So it means that chairman need to be warned and sent a letter to, or tell the Biafrans in the market to even show him the the spirit of Edward Kabon. So, and within that period, so I was asking, we had the news that there are people that was arrested by police and detained. So we don't know their outcome, whether they are being released or they are still being held.
Yeah. Okay. Again, to my notice, I've not gotten that information. But the one you talked about, the market head colluding with Soludo, we already know who are those that are going to collude with the Nigerian state. Before Soludo has the power to do this criminality he's doing at main market and the environs, there might be some Biafrans that are colluding with him. There might be. There are the DOS that is colluding with Nigeria, the IPOB organization that colluded with Nigeria to send witnesses against our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. They are so-called Biafrans. The Fulani cannot be successful if they don't have Biafrans among them. Mm-hmm. So as far as how we treat those saboteurs, I think is left for Biafrans. But nobody can sabotage the Biafra people and just pretend as if nothing happens. Yeah, let's go to the next person.
Honorable Benchooks.
Okay, can I speak while we're waiting for Honorable Benchooks?
Yeah.
Your Excellency, there was a video on Twitter where a man was, I don't know if it has been discussed before I entered, where the man was like begging Solo Afufo that he should please temper justice with mercy and not close and leave our people to keep on doing their business. That is pleading with him not to close the market and clear the market. That is the market, as he said. Anyways, so I don't know. Also, where there was this from news, I think Nigeria, one Nigerian news media saying that Ohaneze Ndibo is supporting Soludo on what he's doing to Biafrans in the market. I don't really understand how our people will want to be subjugated to that extent that even our own will support your own to demolish the market, So I just wanted to bring that in. I don't know if someone has said it before.
Again, they can continue to do whatever they want. They can continue to collude with Soludo. That's really irrelevant. The people are going to have the final say. Let's go to the next person.
Okay,
thank you so much. Can I?
Okay,
am I being heard?
Back? Go ahead.
Yes, I'm back. Yeah. Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity, and thank you, DPM, for all what you have been doing. I'm talking in regards to the comment you made mention about someone referring you to the video of all these compromisers. First of all, let me say this thing. Biafrans in diaspora, this is time for everyone to smell the coffee. I want you, Biafrans in diaspora, but because I know that Biafrans in hinterland now is waking up. They are knowing what is going on. But the one in diaspora should smell the coffee. I want all of you to have a question to ask. Did someone compromise? Yes. Why did he compromise? And who asked you to compromise?
All these questions Biafrans need to ask this question before they should bring anything forward. We are more than bullied, and no one can bully us. If you know what you want to do for Biafran to be finally, all of us be in Ebube, do it. But if you try to come and derail or thinking that we are fools, we don't know what we are doing, or we don't know where we are going. Nobody is bigger than Biafra. We have had enough. All those people that can bring all these questions here and there, I want you to ask them a question. Did you compromise or not? Before you can force such a questions here. Do not mind my voice, please. Sometimes I can broke because of my. Thank you. So I don't want to go further.
All right. Thank you so much again.